Hey there, welcome to the Luz Lumiére channel. How do they feel about you? How do they feel towards you? What are their feelings when it comes to you, Arena? Your name's not Arena, but you know what I mean. This is pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. Pile 1, how do they feel about you? Pile 2, how do they feel about you? Pile 3, how do they feel about you? Timestamps will be somewhere in the description box or the comments, and let's find out how they feel about you. How they feel about you. So this is weird. Hey, pile 1 and pile 3. Yep, I was clearing out the cards to see which ones I was going to read for, and I moved pile 2, and it just felt right. When I moved pile 3 to do pile 1, that felt wrong, and I did not want to move pile 1 because I did not want to move. So welcome pile 1 and pile 3. What's up? Welcome to the Luz Lumiére channel. This is what we do here. We follow our intuition, baby. So pile 1, pile 3, this is how the person you're checking for feels about you, and we're going to dig a little bit deeper. It's safe for you to love in the reverse, and past life relationship in the reverse. I'm feeling like they're overcoming something, actually. My intuition is saying how they feel about you is they're overcoming something. They're I don't want to say that they're no longer held in place. I feel like they're moving. They're overcoming something when it comes to something that relates to you, and how they feel about you, how they feel towards you. So it almost feels like they're getting over something. And if this is resonating, you might know what that is. Perhaps you've experienced some changes in your world. Yeah. Block out distractions in the reverse. To me, this feels like something that may have been a distraction in your relationship, in your situationship, and how you relate to one another is being blocked out, is being moved, is being recognized as being something that's no longer as valid or as worthwhile in looking at. For instance, this is someone who maybe I'm keeping it kind of vague because this could go towards in many different directions, and two of the extremes it could go in could be one, it could be where someone is no longer sort of, maybe they came from a certain relationship or background, and that background was affecting how they treated you, how they were with you, how they relate to you, how they felt towards you deep down within them, and even surface level. So this is, let's say, somebody who used to be in a relationship that with someone that used to take advantage of them, and perhaps they've been waiting for you to take advantage of them, and they see that you haven't, and now they're coming to terms with the fact that, hey, wait a minute, maybe pile 1, pile 3 won't take advantage of me. Perhaps pile 1, pile 3 isn't that kind of person. Maybe I can actually let my hair down. Maybe I can actually be more giving to our situationship, our relationship, in my feelings. Maybe I can be more attached. Maybe I can lean on this dynamic a bit more. That's sort of the one spectrum of extremes where they're leaning in, they're coming in and getting over something that was inhibiting and blocking and distracting them from what was really happening between you two. At the other extreme is someone who, is seeing that you're pile 1, pile 3 is not the person they put on the pedestal. Pile 1, pile 3 is someone who they can, quite frankly, maybe do without, or do without a certain aspect that they've been, maybe pedestaling you on. In this one, it's almost I don't want to say downgrade, but there's a certain air about them that makes them go, actually, I should be a bit cautious about pile 1, pile 3. I should be a bit more discerning when it comes to pile 1, pile 3. What we used to have is no longer what it is, and so I need to be careful about pile 1, pile 3. So you know your story, you know how it goes, but the general essence that I want you to get is there's a shift in their sense of perspective, in their sense of thinking about how they feel towards you and what feeling state they come to you with. But I am really kind of getting more positive vibe, but that's because I'm reading it from their perspective. Like, this is a good thing. Whatever this shift has been for them, it's good and it serves them, from their perspective, right? It's just feelings, but it's from their perspective. This is, okay, I get this. All right, so can you give me a clarification for pile 1, please, and the message that they received? I want to see if I can do a little sussing for you all in terms of, I don't want to share my pile. And a little bit of clarification for pile 3, please. All right, I'll take them. All right. And what joins these two together? It's so funny how it landed. I love my cards, man. I love spirit. We read well together. All right. So pile 1, a little bit more specifically into those that dug into the energy of pile 1, we have clarifying it's safe for you to love in the reverse for your person's feelings is visualize abundance in all forms in reverse, clearing debts in reverse, and no more complaining. So to me, this feels like observance. Okay, to me, this feels like someone who's going to be observing, who is in sort of in this in-between state of not doing too much. Maybe they are going to be doing, but you can sort of move, but move in, I don't know, not silence, but you can move, but move in passivity. You can move, but move in a thinking passive state. You can go with the flow, move with emotions, but you're still in your head thinking about things. And those thoughts may leak in your actions because you're moving in a way that you're trying to suss out what's happening. Is it safe for me to love? What's the new kind of safety here? Where is it safe for me to love? How much loving can I do here? How much can I lean into this space? So in terms of your person's feeling state, people who specifically really picked pile 1, there's something here more so about looking through, looking past the chaff. This is giving me wisdom of the oracle, all that glitters. It's almost they're looking through their own stuff, looking through the stuff that maybe you've brought to the table or something that's happened between you two, looking through that and trying to see beyond. I'm really picking up like a sussing, a seeing beyond, a seeing through. What is the truth here? Where is, what is really happening here? So how they feel towards you is more specifically trying to feel their way through to what's truth, trying to find what's real and what's true for them, right? Now, for pile 3, your sort of clarifiers are cooperation instead of competition and ask for your needs to be met. So this is really awesome because it really does reflect the overall general message that we started off this reading with. On this end, pile 3, you're dealing with somebody who's getting over something. You're dealing with someone who's moving through something, and they're looking to see, okay, what does this opportunity, what does this place in our relationship, situationship experience with this person, what does this bring to me? What does this tell me? What does this look like? Have I ever been through this? Is this different from what I've been through before? How can we work together how can I rather feel like I can work better with this person in front of me, with this energy they're presenting? There's definitely a cooperation. I do still see this going in a myriad of ways, that sort of swinging spectrum here, where it's really looking at someone's, where they're at, really looking at them, trying to see the reality of what pile 3 is doing and how pile 3 is affecting them and what they're getting from pile 3 in terms of their feeling state, in terms of like, the person's feeling state of you. Goodness. Like how they receive your information, how they feel about it, to really suss out, okay, what am I actually getting? Am I getting what I thought I would get? Am I getting what I used to get? Am I getting what I was afraid of getting? Okay, I'm getting what I wanted, but can I trust it? I'm getting what feels good, but can I lean in? This is this person that feels like they're ready almost and getting themselves to a position of leaning in, of working together with you and feeling like you are not what they thought. And they want to work with who they feel you are, who they think you are, that kind of thing. Their feelings are in a more cooperative, working together with what's really being presented. How these two come together: donations, tithing, and charitable work. What are we doing here? So this is giving. So this is someone who, at the end of the day, I feel like I think I did say it was leaning more towards a sort of positive spectrum of leaning in. Not so much that pedestal thing. It could be this pedestal thing where they're no longer seeing you as, and I'm talking to both P1 and P3, they're no longer seeing you as the way they thought they saw you. Now they're seeing you as something different. And that different can either lean towards something really good. Wow, like this is real, and that's scary how real it is for someone to maybe treat them this way. And in other news, how this person isn't who you're not who they thought you were, and they're wrestling with that on a different spectrum. Donations, tithing, and charitable work to me represents a leaning in energy. So overall, Pal 1 and Pal 3, with what this person that you're asking for, who happens to be sharing this twofold energy, this duality in their energy, they want to lean in and see. They want to lean in and work together. They want to lean in and give. They feel like giving to this in a way that is truer to them. So how they feel towards you is that they want to see where things can go. They want to lean in, and I want to say lean in. That's where the majority of this feeling is for me. They want to lean in and see what this energy brings for them. But again, for some of you, this leaning in is leaning into sort of memorial energy, like what it was, and sussing out what it actually was in a past type of way. Like, oh, maybe I misinterpreted this thing, or now they're seeing it in a clearer way. Boy, I hope I'm making sense, honey. Yeah, I feel like how they're feeling towards you is this observational state to see what's real, and also how they can lean in and see how they can give to the dynamic and feel a bit more in order to find out the truth, okay, of how they're feeling and the truth of what your duality dynamic is. So I am very looking forward to hearing what your feedback is. If you would like a private reading, come through. I have not done a dual reading in a while, like a combined reading, but Spirit says what Spirit says, so we follow. Welcome to the Luz Lumiére channel. We are intuitive up in this beat. So I wish you everything. I really do. Feel free to check out the rest of the videos on the channel. I think they might be of service to you if you want to dig a little bit deeper and find some more flesh in this dynamic, or before and after energy, or an upcoming energy. I usually find that in my own readings when I'm watching, that if two piles make sense to me, or if I go to another video, sometimes like of my own, the energy is like, now that that's gone, this is what's next, or this is what's happening, and this is what's next. Like, it's really, really cool. I love watching the Luz Lumiére channel. Anyway, I appreciate you, honey. Keep your light on. Good luck, and I'll see you next time. See you in the comments, all right? Bye. Hey, Pal 2. What up, Pal 2? Hey, Pal 2. How does this, what are the feelings? Ugh. What is you're feeling? What are the feelings? How does the person you're asking about feel towards you, around you, about you, etc., etc.? We have express your love, separation, and codependency. Right off the bat, I'm going to say a person is afraid of losing you because they are very attached to you. That's a story that comes through. They feel really attached to you, and they don't want to be separated, even though it feels like a pending separation is coming, and they don't know how they're going to cope with that. They don't know how they're going to cope with you being out of their immediate vicinity, or out of their world, or this is something they're feeling. For some of you, this is someone who's feeling like, wow, I really don't want to lose this person. For some of you, this is someone who may have confessed their feelings to you, and they're feeling that there's some space between you now. So maybe they ran away after expressing their feelings to you, and they're not physically around, or maybe even energetically, but they're absolutely still energetically tied, bro. For some of you guys, you're asking about someone who has expressed how they feel about you. They feel about you in a certain way, or this, or they feel a certain way about you in, pink, red, passion, lovey emotions for you. But they almost have to keep themselves away because they may feel like you're not good for them. They feel that it's a hindrance to feel what they feel towards you. Now, if this is somebody that you are with, right? This is a partner, this is somebody new, this is a situationship, someone is getting attached here, okay? Someone is getting attached here, and now there's different stories here, please. So if you're in a loving relationship and you're watching pick cards, first of all, how dare you? Okay, stop fucking yourself up. You'll hear some shit that you don't want to hear, but you don't need to hear because it does not resonate with you. Like, it's not for you. And if it is for you, it's in a small dose, right? Like, you'll hear, oh, they don't know if they can da-da-da-da. And it's like your person in real life is showing you love and affection and doing all these things, and now you're paranoid for no reason. Baby, do yourself a favor. Stop watching pick cards. Still subscribe. Still watch the video. Let it run through. Give a girl a like. Share the video with a friend. But, you don't need to be rocking the boat for no reason. But, this feels to me like someone who, if you are in a stable relationship with somebody, or, whatever, they have some fears, as everybody does in life. It's life. They have some fears. And if I read this realistically, this is somebody who really cares about you. They really care about you, and they're afraid of losing you because of how attached they become to you, how much they really, oh, my heart feels tight, how much they depend on you being around and on you. And for some of them, they want to sort of get some space between you and them because they feel that they're too attached. They feel that they need to regain their independence. Baby, let us know what else is happening here. Can you clarify this message? Can you add to this message about how this person feels about them? We're getting a lot of stories here. So I hope that you all are discerning enough and detached enough from this reading to sort of hear the message that you need to hear. If this is somebody that you are with, maybe, they're saying, oh, I'm spending too much time with XYZ person, and I feel like I need to, I'm slacking on the other stuff in my life, right? Baby, I got some water on the stove. Okay. All right. Can you clarify this message for us, please? Can you add to this how they feel about how the person watching this? All right. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. Spirit's always out here. Gang, gang. We thank the Lord. All right. We got quiet retreat. Okay. We have declutter. So a separation, a moving away from this codependency energy, this clutter, these emotional clutters, and just the stuff that they have to sort of attend to. So for some of you, it's something as tame as, I feel really strongly about this person, and oh gosh, I feel like spending time with this person is taking me away from my stuff. I need to put some space between me and this person just so I can get some of my stuff done. This is maybe not meeting up every weekend. Hey, this weekend I'm just gonna do some of my stuff, and it's sort of like a hard decision because they don't want to be away from you, but they see that some of their stuff has been slacking, as it is in new love. And that's what it is. For some of you, it goes a little bit deeper. They're maybe freaking out and they want some space, and maybe they see that they're a little bit too tight. I mean, there's definitely an energy here of someone being too emotionally involved in some way. I mean, with release jealousy here, it takes us to a whole nother level of this person maybe again being, rote reading. Perhaps they feel so much for you that they're afraid that others feel this way about you, right? They see your beauty, they see your glow, they feel how much they feel for you. And when you feel that way about somebody, you can sort of feel like, oh, if I see this, other people have to see this. And now they're feeling maybe some type of jealousy. They're feeling angst around how they feel about you. That's really what I'm getting here. Angst around how they feel about you. How they feel about you is angst around how they feel about you. And it's getting, a bit crazy. And they want some space to figure themselves out. It's just, for some of them, they're realizing, well, I'm acting a little bit out of pocket. I'm acting a little bit different. I'm acting in such a way that is not how I want to be acting. So I need to take a bit of space. What I'm feeling here is something really sweet. And for some of you, depending on the depth of where you guys are at, they might express something to you that is, if you're single, right? If this is a situationship, this person might let you know, or even if you're not single, this person might let you know something about where they're at, this feeling state. It might let you know that, hey, do a lot of people hit on you? Or I don't know, I feel like they might just let you know where they're at. Oh, I just need, to, this is really sweet actually. I think I've just said this. They might let you know, hey, I really love spending time with you, but I feel like my stuff is kind of slack. Like I need to work on my stuff. For some of you, they might say, do you have stuff to work on so we can work on it together? That's kind of cute. Oh, hey, I need to, some of my friends have been complaining, like I'm going to have like a girls, boys night, people's night out, and I'm going to hang out with my family. Maybe did you want to come? Right? That might be something that they say. But that inclusive part is more so not so much felt in an invitation as I'm feeling it right now. Please stick with what I'm saying. I'm feeling it, yes, for some of you, in an invitation, in an inclusiveness, in an, hey, I have to do work. Do you have work to do? We can do it together, but I need to do what I need to do. Hey, I have friends that need to see me and they've been complaining because we've been spending too much time together, or I've been talking too much about you or whatever. Do you want to come hang out with my friends with me? Something like that, right? Or my family with me. Something like that, but I'm not so much getting the invite as in come join. More so what I'm getting is their communication of how they're feeling and just letting you know that. And letting you know that is, in essence, an invitation to what they're doing. Because if someone just ghosts and goes quiet without letting you know this thing is going on, hey, my friends, they're having a party, a birthday party where we're going out, I'm going to do this weekend, right? They may not strictly invite you. For some they might invite you, but I'm feeling that their invitation is more so coming in their communication with you. Do you get that? Do you get what I'm saying? Please tell me you understand what I'm saying, pal, too. Like, their invitation, how I'm feeling is essentially is them letting you in on what's going on, not necessarily inviting you in, right? But it is an invitation nonetheless. Like, you feel like you are a part of what they're doing. Like, that they feel that letting you know is an invitation. Please don't be weird in the comments and be like, but they didn't really invite me. Yeah, but them letting you know is them inviting you into their world, is them inviting you in what's going on, even though they didn't strictly invite you. But for some of you, that might be an invitation. All right. So this jealousy might actually be sort of from other people also externally in their life, where they're like, oh shoot, I need to go back to attending to some of my other relationships, which I'm trying to read this as people who aren't together. Like, this is somebody who is maybe a crush, or someone who is an ex, or someone who isn't someone that you're with. The energies that I'm picking up are very together in some sort of way. If this isn't someone you're with, they feel some type of way about you. Either you maybe have expressed how you feel towards them, and they're, I don't know, figuring it out. They're trying to figure out where they're at. If you express that, if you express this to someone you broke up with, you probably stopped listening to this. if you broke up with somebody, they might be feeling that they're still attached to you, but they do see that they feel that they need this separation, and in order to unattach, detach, right? Otherwise, for those of you who are in like a relationship, I'm really feeling this sort of softer energy of, I just need to do some of my own things for now. I got some things that I need to move through and sort out, because I'm really attached to you. But I am feeling like a long distance thing for some people, where they will be separated from you and they feel that. And their heart's sort of breaking because they're going to be separated from you, or they are separated from you. And they want to work together to make that space as palatable as possible. But at the same time, they might feel a little bit of a retreat. They might retreat a little bit in order to gather their bearings because they're so attached to you, and they just kind of need to breathe outside of the realm where you exist a little bit to get themselves back to themselves. I don't know who this was for. I hope this helped. I hope this served you. If you would like a private reading, come through. Holla at your girl. I wish you everything. I really do. Keep your light on, and as always, good luck. See you next time.